Face it, Sarah, you're gonna be alone the rest of your life. And Aunt Sarah Davis, my, she's aged. Withered up like an old prune.
Don't judge me, Uncle Martin. It was Stefan's fault. Shame on your eyes. What?
You need to watch Clifford. It's a 1994 comedy starring Martin Short as Clifford, Charles Grodin as Uncle Martin, and Mary Steenburgen as Sarah, Uncle Martin's girlfriend. Now I will tell you, start off, obviously, this is an outrageous film, and for obvious reasons. I mean, you have a grown man, Martin Short, playing a 10-year-old boy. Now this film wasn't really a big box office hit when it was released, but it developed a cult following afterward. So if you're going to take comedies too seriously, don't bother watching Clifford, but it's one of my favorite movies. The movie's great. The writing's actually pretty good. The cast is wonderful. The acting's hilarious, and it's Martin Short. I mean, it's funny. And one of the reasons it is so funny is because the movie would have been totally different if they actually got a kid, because it really could have went downhill from there. You could have something cute and endearing, even though the child can be kind of annoying, but we end up liking him in the end, just like Home Alone. Or you can have a movie like Problem Child. If you have not seen Problem Child, please don't waste your time watching it.
I will hit a child.
So I'm going to talk about the movie. I won't be giving away the ending. I'm just giving you an idea of what this film is like and show you some clips. To a certain extent, because copyright. First, we start off with some whimsical music and some cartoons of Clifford in different fantastical scenarios. It's funny because the cartoon of Clifford really looks more like Conan O'Brien. The story starts off in the future, at Wayward Boysville. It's a home for troubled children, or troubled boys to be exact. And we see Martin Short in some aged makeup. All the kids call him Father Cliff, and they discuss this boy, this new kid named Roger, and he's a troublemaker. So Father Cliff finds Roger, or rather, Roger finds him by falling on top of him while trying to escape and run away. So Cliff talks to him, and he starts to explain to him, you know, I was just like you at your age. And this is where the story begins, in the present. We see Clifford misbehaving on the plane and annoying passengers. I could say he's mischievous, but we'll call him a brat because he's a spoiled brat. Mischievous is a nice way of saying brat.
Insolent brat!
Stop hitting the back of my chair. I am trying to sleep.
Perhaps you were just having a nightmare about your early days in the circus. It wasn't very nice of the mean old lady to smash your collarbone, was it, Stefan?
And we also find out that he has a toy dinosaur named Stefan, which he often blames a lot of his misbehavior on. That's kind of scary. This really could be made into a horror movie in some ways.
Now that you are awake, I'd like to ask you, my papa, can we then immediately go to Dinosaur World?
Son, the plane doesn't go to Los Angeles. It goes directly to Honolulu.
Daddy is on a business trip.
May I visit the captain, Father? I would imagine he would be very brave and wise, possibly with a cleft in his chin.
He talks to the pilot for a minute, and after realizing that the only way they will be able to land in Los Angeles is if there is an emergency landing scenario.
Shut the engines down.
Stefan, hang in.
This is LAX approach. You are cleared for immediate landing on runway 23.
This is where we meet Clifford's Uncle Martin and Uncle Martin's girlfriend, Sarah. Sarah works at the daycare in his office building, and he wants to surprise her with something. He bought them a house for when they are married and live together. She has her doubts and she's apprehensive, especially when she finds out it's just a cliff at the back of the house.
You're just like my first husband. He didn't want kids either. It's so obvious it's a joke.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about this bachelor pad. Where's a kid supposed to sleep?
Oh, honey, have you ever heard the word sofa bed? You should see me with a kid I know. You know, my own flesh and blood. My nephew.
What's his name?
I want to say Mason. Clifford. Little Clifford.
His father is telling Clifford, you know, you ruined everything. This is when Clifford has the idea.
Doesn't Uncle Martin live in Los Angeles? I can go to his house, and then you could go to Hawaii, and I could go to Dinosaur World.
So they pawn the kid off on Martin as soon as they can. And this is where we realize, when Martin goes to pick up Clifford, how manipulative Clifford really is.
All right. He's in the back room resting.
Clifford?
Don't reject me!
He plays people. And let me tell you something. People might think, oh, kids are sweet. They would never do that. Kids can be really evil. Kids know how to play adults against each other. Don't think they don't. At this point, we see that they're playing off each other. They're using each other. Clifford's using his uncle to see Dinosaur World and also finds out that his uncle helped build Dinosaur World because he's a popular architect. Martin is using Clifford to prove to his girlfriend, look, I'm good with kids. Please don't leave me. This is where Clifford meets Sarah. Clifford is a pervert. It wasn't Clifford now, it was Stefan, so get that straight, I guess. Things just snowball from here, and it gets worse and worse. Clifford wants to destroy Martin. He will try to destroy his relationship, his career. There is no stopping this boy. That is the gist of the movie. And so now I'm going to show you just a few of my favorite scenes from Clifford to kind of give you a feel for its humor.
Isn't he everything I said he was?
I love you, my Uncle Martin.
And I you, Clinton.
Clifford.
Clifford. Isn't there an incredible family resemblance? Look at this.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
Since the beginning, the animals allowed them to enter their pet. This dance, then, called...
Time to turn off the
is an
videos.
expression of their culture.
Okay.
Stefan felt that was a very cruel action, Uncle Martin.
Oh, well, you tell Stefan. Tomorrow, we're going to Dinosaur World.
You're the bestest uncle in the whole wide world. You wouldn't lie to me, would you, Uncle Martin? Because if you did, I'd be so angry. I don't know what I'd do.
Will you listen to me? Will you listen to me? All right. Don't put the dinosaur on me like that. Just leave the dinosaur over there. I'm trying to tell you something. When I was a little boy, you touch the dinosaur, I'm gonna kill you. Rip its head off! Give it to me! God almighty, boy!
San Francisco, tell me you're the one in all the golden west.
Well, let me tell you something. You're a phony. I can spot a phony a mile away.
Excuse me, honey. Have you seen a gray collie dog around here?
No, ma'am, I haven't.
So those are just several scenes from my favorite movie, Clifford. Well, one of my favorite movies, one of my favorite comedies for sure. It's not for everyone. If you don't understand or like slapstick comedy, or if you take movies too seriously, I mean, this is a comedy. It's meant to be enjoyed and laughed at and laughed with. Just sit back, relax, and go with the flow. Martin Short is just hilarious as Clifford. Charles Grodin plays a really believable character. I mean, he's obsessed with work, and he's really interested in fulfilling his dreams, and he's just had it up to here with an annoying child. I mean, I think we've all been there. And if you have seen Clifford, please let me know in the comments what you thought of it. If you have not seen it, but you want to watch it, or you're going to check it out due to this video that I made that you're watching right now, I would love to hear that too. And watch it, come back, and let me know what you thought. I do appreciate you watching. Thank you so much. Really appreciate you. Have a good day. Bye.